Fucking watch this video. Jesus Christ, normal people just say this. This is a normal review.
And I bet it's ass.
It's normal.
Devil May Cry is a franchise I have a long history with.
He's an actual fan.
Of being like 6 years old on my aunt's PlayStation, and her boyfriend walked into the room and asked, "Why are you playing the girl character?" And I remember thinking,
"Oh, that's the worst Dante."
He's doing
game
hair now.
says.
I'm making anime videos. Life goes on. This has a special place in my heart. So when I heard Netflix would be shoveling millions of dollars into an anime adaptation, I prepared for mid, and we got. It's complicated. A lot of times when people appraise an adaptation, their criticism boils down to, "This is different, and I'm pissed off by that." There is an entire subreddit dedicated to hating the Last of Us TV show simply because they think Bella Ramsey is ugly. This is because we're all really hot on Reddit. When I go outside, I get comments like, "Where you going, slinky p?"
I have watched this.
Do it stretch, brown boy.
And that's just too much. I prefer to be retarded within the safety of my own home. What matters to me is if it's a good show, period. The adaptation stuff is secondary. Though, they did f up the adaptation part, so let's just talk about the show. Devil May Cry follows a world plagued by demons, and a guy based on me that hunts.
Yeah, he's also forgot there's good demons and bad
Gives
demons.
you the freedom to tell.
No, he talks about
Even
that.
in the games.
But there's a new badass in town who just stole an ancient relic from the Vatican Museum.
That was so good. I love that
As he
part.
leaves the place crumbling to ash, he parts with the
That was
words,
badass.
"Find the hunter." This guy hunts demons. So the American government is like, "Kill him! I enjoy conflict." I wonder if we're written this way as a political statement. The problem with that plan is Dante doesn't die easily. How the fuck? The concept is incredibly cool, and if you want to understand Devil May Cry, we have to dissect coolness. Let's just find a good old-fashioned white boy. This is a standard
Adam
white boy.
Sandler.
If I had to put it into Fortnite terms, he'd be like a green. But if we drizzle a little bit of sauce on that same guy, it's like a different person. Notice how he cultivates an air of mystery? What's up with him? Does he know that nothing he's wearing matches? Does he care? Absolutely not. That's it. He could be dressed
like
like
Shaggy.
fucking Golden Freddy, and that would just be a fact to him. It's this act of being extra whilst not caring that magnifies coolness.
Nobody even thought about what I was wearing till you brought it up!
Devil May Cry is built on this foundation, which we can see from the very first game. It ends with Dante trapped under a crumbling dungeon. He and a demonic clone of his mother begin making peace with their fate to be entombed by rubble. An airplane falls into the dungeon. It has machine guns so that Dante can shoot stalactites as he navigates a dense cave
Very
system.
retarded,
And
but
as
very
they fly
awesome.
out, a massive explosion erupts from the fucking mountain.
If it was in the anime, everyone would hate it.
Lean forward to hear what Dante has to
It really
say
wouldn't.
about
It would be
this.
one for
I
one
bet
for the
everyone would
game.
hate it.
Be one for the game.
I
Watch.
guarantee people hate that
This
shit.
is not a
People
let's
hate
rock
because
situation.
the fucking
It's
show is
just a
almost
fact
one
to
for
it.
one, except
It's
for some
not.
parts.
Cool. Now the creator
Literally
of this
not
anime is
at
That
all.
guy does suck.
quite out there, but
He
he
does
respects
suck.
this aspect of the games. There's this scene where Dante is getting raided by the government, so he pops some music
creator
into his
does suck.
jukebox, causing a nondescript soldier to look at you, the viewer, in the eyes and say,
I'll give you one thing. This guy's got taste.
then they have Dante barrel roll off a dude's back and knock another dude out with his magazine and do some unnecessary spinny kick magazine flippy kick knockout. There are
Awesome.
scenes like this intermittently throughout the show. You know, the random British furry being a badass, Dante hitting the, who are we shooting at, guys?
Love
It's a
that.
show that borders on corniness and is fine with that. They even woke up Evanescence to make a dedicated song for the show.
Baby
Music
up.
made by
Aw.
Fred Durst in this bitch, you know, rolling. Who is Fred Durst?
Yeah!
I don't know, but I went to
Wait a
his
minute, he's
Instagram
the same
page,
guy
and
who
his profile
sings-
picture is of
It's,
Evangelion. So
What's that song called? You keep saying it's perfect for it. It's just one of those. I can't believe
Yeah,
it's the same
He's
guy.
the same guy.
He better
I
go
went to
grab
his
that
Instagram
song.
page, and his profile picture is of Evangelion. So, fuck, dude, I'm sorry. I love the show when it's just absolutely fucking pandering to me. It's as if the creators were saying, yes, we are cashing in on nostalgia for the early 2000s. We know that you know this and don't care. Watch this.
So true.
Fucking ad, dude.
Cut my life into pieces. This is
If
my
that were the
last
entire show, I would
resort.
have no complaints.
Resort.
Instead, its primary focus is on the character. Anytime you have to consult a wiki page to remember who the fuck was in your show, that is bad. There are like 3 characters who exist to me in this anime. The furry, Batman, and Dante. He isn't a character who will dump his entire backstory and think his feelings out loud for the audience. Dante has such intrigue behind him. What kind of guy does it take to smile after being shot in the guts? Why is he so immersed in the world of demons? Why does he fight for a mother and her child? He won't answer these questions himself, and so your mind can actually work. You're watching the show desiring to be acquainted with this character. Imagine now, a hemorrhoid isekai. The guy's ass is hit by a truck and the hemorrhoid goes to hemorrhoid heaven, where God is like, I will send you to a new world. You will look like this, hemorrhoid Chan. You're going to replace the main character.
I'm fine with that.
Isn't he cool as fuck?
I'm fine with that.
Give me a sec.
What do you mean? She was great. She needed more screen time in any of the games because, dude, holy fuck, she's in none. But the end.
She's in the third one.
Barely. For 1-2 seconds.
No, she's not in there
I think
for 2
she's
seconds.
just gone. She needs more screen time. Yeah, I agree.
She was like most of the plot
This
to
character's
number
name.
3.
That makes sense because guess what's gonna happen?
Lady appears.
Literally, this scene right here is literally season 2.
It's not season 2 because there's no
All
tower.
of it's happening.
No, there's no tower. They're going to go into
They
hell.
literally just said it. Literally pulled a sweet tooth. Random bullshit in the front, but in the season 2.
No, there's no connection here.
There's very much a connection.
No, there's
the
no
bunny
connection.
guy is
Okay,
gonna
so
be
why
somebody.
are they both climbing the tower? Explain.
Simple. She's gonna know her father exists.
Yeah.
And she's gonna go say, get Dante to help kill him. I want them to come together. You're making
This
it
is the
sound
first
good.
time. No, yeah, this is the first time they've met each other.
I
They
know.
just
I
fight.
didn't give a fuck about the game that much. I love Dante, but dude, lady sucks in the games. She's just
She's normal.
no. She's
She's a
awful.
normal random character.
I don't like normal.
She
random.
pops
I like
up and
side good
They
characters.
stack bullets on top of each
I
other.
hate that shit. Not that. That was awesome.
It's
I'm
normal
talking about
shit
fucking
for the
dude,
game.
She needed a super suit to fight demons because it didn't make no sense. She just has a rocket launcher.
While her arc is kind of important to the story, she never dominates the game because you bought it to play the guy on the cover. The anime
So
takes
true.
a different approach by making her the guy on the cover without putting her on the cover, because then you
Yeah.
would say, what the fuck? Why would I want to watch a show about this bitch? Who is that? This is Devil May Cry.
She
not
needed
Lady
more
May
screen time.
Complain. Ooh. Lady just learned what swear words were right now.
She does curse for no reason. I'll give him that.
Yeah, and more specifically, it's not like
Normal complaint.
Dexter.
That's normal
Yeah,
complaint.
it's not like Dexter, where that's literally part of Deb's character. Lady's character isn't like that in the games.
Nah, she curses for no reason. But I don't mind that. People just do that. It happens in real life.
No.
Like me. I curse for no reason. I'm not even noticing
No,
it.
this doesn't happen in real life when you're talking to random people.
I do it all the time with random
I
people.
said random people in real life, not over your mic.
I have. I literally went to a grocery store and said, hey, fucking cool, right? I'm going, I said that. I didn't mean to say that.
Exactly, you're saying it's cringe in your own head.
No, not cringe. I just said I didn't mean to say that.
Exactly.
I don't try to curse. I just can't stop that. That's not cringe. That doesn't mean what cringe is. Cringe means it's gross as shit. No one wants to touch it.
That's not what cringe means.
Then you do not know what cringe is.
That's not what cringe
Because
means.
I do
at
not
all.
touch cringe.
It means it gives you a specific kind of reaction that makes you like want to back up.
Yeah, and go away and not
Yeah,
touch
exactly.
it ever.
Not the not touch it thing. I don't know where that comes from, but okay.
I don't know. Do you want to touch cringe? Because I do not.
You can't touch cringe thing.
You can touch cringe. Touch.
It is
Ugh, I just watched that video like that.
Anytime she feels particularly strong, she'll use the word fuck to do the heavy lifting for her. That guy isn't a colossal doofus, he's a motherfucker. Always. Strangely, she's the only character in the entire show written like this. And that's not to say they aren't swearing. A scene that struck me was when this large snake demon is tracking down Lady and says this.
See to your other mission. Plasma and I can take care of the sapien bitch.
To her, Lady is that sapien bitch. She's something lesser, and so she doesn't really think much of
I
this
don't
one.
remember
It
that part.
simply
That was
falls out
awesome.
of her mouth.
Sapien
Whereas Lady
bitch.
says one of these,
You fucking
and the music stops, and she tries to look cool for the cameras. It's lazy.
See? No more complaint.
who got who now, motherfucker?
In a vacuum, it's
This
not the
guy
biggest
is
deal
saying
in
it
the world,
perfectly.
but it did make me hate every time.
But
this
in the same
character was
time,
allowed to say
I
words.
like the show
So why
because
does she
it's
say
normal.
so many words in the show?
It's not the
She
best, it's
turns
not the
the
greatest,
main
it's just
character
normal.
into the side
I like
character.
her
couldn't
cursing,
believe my
okay.
eyes.
You want me to give you a good example of what's
Sonic
a
started
normal?
cursing now, I
No,
wouldn't
you want
care.
me to give you a good example of what's normal, and then versus ass Demon Slayer, which is a basic bitch anime, perfectly fine. Then you add Zenitsu, and it ruins the entire flavor.
Ow.
Like, everybody's a bitch in anime, right?
Let me I never listened
I know,
to it,
listen,
so go
everybody's a bitch in anime. You got your Usopp, you got your Krillins. They all don't want to jump into the fight.
They cry
but
perfectly.
Zenitsu's the guy that screams and bitches and actually has an annoying ass voice.
I have never heard it. I never watched Demon Slayer. Show me. You hating on Dante shit is just weird. I told you, I don't listen to Dante's fans. Or mostly because every time I watch a review, they
dubbed or
bitch cry
subbed, it doesn't matter.
like crying little babies. Sonic as well. Most fans are cry bitch baby complainers.
Zenitsu kills Demon Slayer, at least for me, because Zenitsu is fucking ass.
No, it's just, dude, Dante's normal. People are just stupid.
Demon Slayer's normal.
No.
Zenitsu sucks.
Dude, the way you just showed me, that's not normal. That was fucking annoying.
Dude, that's just a 7-minute compilation.
That wasn't even close to cursing. Not even
It's
close.
like season 1 shit.
Not even close to cursing. That was just screaming in my ears of crying.
And
At least she's saying.
I don't even know if it was dubbed or subbed. It's still annoying.
What, because she curses a lot that connects to that?
Yes, it's people that
I
just
rather
are
cursing's
annoying as
funnier
fuck.
than no. She's not annoying. She's normal.
Yeah,
compared to fucking.
She's one character that ruins the show based on how they wrote her. Just like Zenitsu ruins every single scene.
I will
he's
say
in.
this and die on this horse. She was written
I know
better
you'll die on this horse.
in the anime than the game. She barely does shit in the game. Literally barely.
I think you have to play the game to make that an argument.
Dude, she's barely in the games. Literally.
She's the one that describes Mundus.
Remember
or
when
not
we
Mundus,
all watched
fucking...
we literally all watched it as a movie. We watched the whole thing.
Yeah, that's why I knew she was there.
Difference between me is I watched the gameplay of it. That way I actually see the guys play the game, how, so I actually know how to play the game like good.
I didn't need any of that.
So you don't
That's
need
a
any
waste
of
of
that. You
time.
watch it like a movie. You watch it like a movie. I watch it as almost
and
a gameplay.
she's still in the movie
Guess
for
what?
like at least
in
an
the
hour
game,
of it.
she's not even fucking barely in it. She does
Because
nothing.
you're playing the game
She's
with
going to go
Dante.
kill her father. That is it.
That's like saying Peach isn't in the game,
Guess
or
what?
Bowser
that's
isn't
a
in the
good,
game.
that's a good backstory. I kind of like. I don't mind her trying to kill her father. Guess what? She's gonna do that in season 2.
Again, it's like Peach in the game or Bowser in the game. They're still in the game. They're still part of the plot, but they're not
And
the
where
character.
is she in 2?
So the
Nowhere.
gameplay obviously
Now
isn't
let's see
big.
Dante 2. Nowhere, just one cutscene.
She's in the third one.
She's not in the third one.
The third one's the prequel. That's where she comes from.
No, she just comes.
Okay,
once.
hold on. Lady's first appearance. Devil May Cry 3.
She's in the first.
No, she's not.
Is that game not the first?
No, it's a prequel.
That made more sense. Either way, okay, I was wrong. But still, right in the same time because it's technically the first game ever, apparently. Wait, so technically I'm right and wrong.
No,
That's
you're
the
not.
Is
It's a prequel. It's the
first
third
video
game.
Is that not the first Dante game they
No, it's
made?
the first in the timeline.
See, there you go. Still the first game they made.
No,
That's
it's not.
That's my complaint.
No, it's not.
I don't care for
You didn't-
timelines.
Okay, listen to what the words you just said. It's not the first game made.
Yeah, I want to know. What's the game they just literally made now? Like, straight up made. 3, apparently.
Now,
They
5.
They pull a Star Wars.
You say again. Use your words correctly. You said what did they make now? 5.
Oh, well, I'm messing up my words. Either way, what I'm trying to say is, what's the first Dante game ever?
You're talking about
This game.
chronological order, not what game was made first.
No, I'm going with games made first.
Exactly.
I just said
Come on, dude.
If I'm messing up, then I'm sorry. If I'm being stupid,
Dude.
I'm sorry on that. But my point still stands. What does she do in the other games? Becomes
She doesn't
Dante.
exist.
She does. That's the
It's a
point.
prequel.
Hate that. I do not like that.
She doesn't exist.
Actually,
How are
she
you
does.
supposed to do something?
She
if
comes back literally with what's that?
No, Nero's
Nero.
the new character. Nero's the
She's
new character.
in Nero.
now. All his crew is the main characters now.
I know. And then she's still.
Dante's not even in the game for most of it.
I know. I still don't.
So how is Lady supposed to be in the game?
Exactly.
That's a shitty.
I don't. That's stupid. I don't like it. I like her actually having some fucking.
How is she
character.
supposed to be part
At
of
least
it?
she's in it. Like she's actually not just some fucking bitch.
If
in the
Dante's
corner.
not in it, how is she supposed to be
She
in it?
is literally a second main character. I'm like you, I'm a Dante fan.
Why is she so much of the show? She drives the plot more than the main character does.
I like
For
that, I don't
context,
mind that.
Dante is immortal, super strong, super fast, a master.
I
of
see
all
Dante a
weapons,
lot
and
in the
this
show,
woman
so that
manages
guy's
to
also
beat him
wrong.
in every fight, outsmart him in every scene, and put him
See
in a
Dante a
prison
lot.
holding cell as many times.
Listen to what
as
he
she
just said.
Outsmart him in a master of all weapons, and this woman manages to beat him in every fight, outsmart him in every
Not
scene,
really.
and put him in a prison holding cell as
That
many
makes
times
sense.
as she wants. It's fucking crazy.
It's
In
a
episode 2, she
deeming
does-
holding place. Of course he's not gonna get out. That's retarded.
No, he's too strong for that to work.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's too strong
He's
for that to
not
work.
in this. It showed that he fucking super soldiers with
No,
super fucking
they outdid him with electricity.
cool. You know he does that in the game, right?
No.
Yeah, he gets hit by electricity. Sometimes he goes down a lot.
Okay, who threw it?
Who threw it? Some demons.
Okay.
Just random demons, like those random demons that you
Yeah,
get
it's
your
the
ass beat by.
demons.
Yeah, random demons.
Some
Guess
demons.
What?
If you're,
Super soldier.
first of all, if you're talking about gameplay's gameplay.
No, not gameplay. Those are
talking
random
about-
demons
I'm talking
that literally
about
are
story
listed
mode.
in guides on the literally. Hey,
I'm
these
talking about,
guys
like,
can
story
rip
mode
through
motherfuckers.
reality. I'm going, okay, cool. That's a cool demon that can rip through reality to kill people. That is one of its techniques. The lightning hurts them
Okay,
a
so
lot
it's a
more in life.
supernatural being with supernatural powers. Then him throwing supernatural lightning at him would make sense.
Now look at her suit.
She shot
is
electricity at his
super
ass.
suit, shooting electricity fucking bullets that kill demons.
I know, it's just electricity bullets. They don't get that. It was incapacitating bullets.
That
She
makes
was
sense. She's
shooting
killing
out to
demons.
kill.
She's shooting a demon, which means all those weapons
A
would
strong
work
one.
on demons. Not really.
Yeah, a strong
In
one.
this,
like,
he's not that strong.
Like if she shot Virgil with this, it would
He
work
is
in the
Superman,
show.
literally in this movie right now. He is a weak version of Dante, and I don't mind that. We need people who could literally get hurt. If they're just too invincible, they're not fun.
Dante is stuck in a jail
Bomb.
for an entire
Made
episode,
sense.
effectively becoming a plot cuck that just watches the other characters handle the story for him. Then he breaks out in the end and gets rearrested by demons. Well, at least we're back to Dante. Nope, it's actually a lady episode disguised as a Dante episode,
That
as
was
he's tied up
great.
for 17 minutes while she gets to fight the demons. Episode 6 is all about Lady and another character. Dante does not show up at all. Episode 7, Lady
avoids
throws Dante
talking
in
about
a
the
cell
rabbit.
again and handles the
Alright,
platform
well,
as if the manifestation of Reddit itself heard me. I see a post
Oh
of
yeah,
this
let's all
prison.
listen to Reddit,
So
which
the Lady
bitches.
May swear meme was all a big fat lie? Someone counted the screen time, and Dante does indeed have the most screen time than the rest of the characters. That's a weird way
He
to
has a
put
lot of
that.
screen time. I
The
didn't see
screen
that
time
much.
between these characters
Fuck the screen
should not
time.
I know, it's real. Not this. This is fake as fuck.
be near equal. I came here to see him. Imagine Naruto, but really it's the Sakura show. Berserk, but from Corcus's perspective. Demon Slayer, whoops, all Zenitsu
Still not.
edition. Death Note,
All
but the
Zenitsu,
potato
and I
chips
don't
mean
like-
the big
They
fat
both have
lie.
the same fucking
Players
screen
with
time.
potato
They have a
chips only
lot.
have
Yeah, the
14
fact that
minutes
they
left.
have the
Dante-
same screen time is the problem. Did you hear him say that, or did he not
Yeah,
make it
and
to that
I
point?
think that's a bad complaint. Dude, so what?
That's
They
a
have the same
normal
screen
complaint. I want to see the main character do stuff.
time. Yeah, most people want to see the side characters most of the time.
No,
Yeah,
not in
in
Devil May
Naruto,
Cry.
One Piece, fucking people love the side characters more than the main characters. I don't know why.
No,
I
it's
love
only
them.
because we consume the main character so much that you want to see more fleshed out other characters.
No, that's not
There's
how it works.
200 episodes, 500 episodes of Naruto. Sprinkling in some lore about the side characters is cool. That's the argument.
Not really.
There's literally 500 episodes of Naruto,
Yeah,
and most of
I like it all about Naruto.
most of it's Naruto. I'm talking about the fact that if a side character has more screen
Dude,
time
this
than the
entire
main
video,
character.
all I'm seeing is your bitch complaining about fucking a normal
Okay,
show. a good show.
earlier you were talking about how he had normal complaints.
Yeah, no one complains. You don't have the same complaints at all. I
I
noticed.
literally gave you the exact same complaints.
You don't.
Yeah, and more specifically, it's not like
No one complains.
Dexter.
That's normal
Yeah,
complaint.
it's not like Dexter, where that's literally part of Deb's character. Lady's character isn't like that in the games.
She curses for no reason. But I don't mind that. Lady cursing thing is
Less
not your
screen
complaint.
time than life.
That's everybody's
Keep
complaint.
The side characters on the fucking side. I have no issue with the presence.
You do
of
not have the
side
same thing as
characters.
this guy
I don't
at
care
all.
if they have a
This
little.
guy-
I literally before this even happened, I gave you the Zenitsu thing.
not.
I literally.
This, you hating on Dante shit is just weird. I told you, I don't listen to Dante's fans. Or mostly because every time I
should
watch
I
a
do
review, they
dubbed or
bitch, cry,
subbed? It doesn't
complain,
matter.
Like crying little babies. Sonic as well. Most fans are cry, bitch, baby complainers. Austin,
just to
I don't
talk about
watch
that.
gay ass Demon Slayer. I don't know their names. How am I gonna know what you're talking about when you say their names? Just say Yellow Kid. Apparently, no one knows how to review. I'll have
Expect
to do
them
it.
to not suck and to allow the main character to experience the story. It's that perspective I want to see, and as someone who used to love the games, this is the character I'm coming to the show to experience. That's why he's on all of the marketing material. That's why the creator of the show is dressing up as him, and that's what makes Devil May Cry cool.
Well, that's great.
Fair warning.
He doesn't even like get into it, so it's
Because
he
he
doesn't
knows
even he doesn't get into the bunny rabbit, so he doesn't actually talk about the plot.
That's kind of.
You're not gonna really watch
That's
the
kinda
anime
weird.
and think
You can't review and then say, let's skip most of the actual plot.
points. Dang, but they are technically spoilers.
This guy's just being nice about it, but I'm saying
really wants you
most
to
of
know
his
that
thing
the
is
American
pretty much
government is bad.
bitch crack playing.
Anything that doesn't fit your narrow understanding, you shoot, bomb, or burn without hesitation.
I love
Which I
that.
can get behind, but to be clear, it is exceedingly fucking easy to make the American government look bad. This anime aired during tax season. No Americans are with the government right now. If I showed you how much they robbed from me this year, it would make you sick
Who
to your
cares?
stomach.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm
That was
pretty
funny as fuck.
Taxes just bought a
So
laptop.
the bunny hates
Dealers
America. So
Why does he specifically choose America and not say Earthlings,
it's
mortals?
simple. They're the only ones that have demon stuff. That's it. They're literally.
Why would America be the only one with demon stuff? Well, okay, so with that in mind, think about that.
That's
Why
retarded.
wouldn't he open a gate instead of in America in Europe? He could have teleported anywhere.
No, he couldn't.
Yes, he could.
That's where the sword was, so we had to go to that.
No, I'm not talking about the sword. I'm talking about when he was smuggling people.
Oh no, we can't.
When he was smuggling people, he could choose anywhere.
No, the only
Okay.
specific portals. He didn't choose those portals. Those portals were specifically he just found. He couldn't control those portals. He literally said, "I can find them." That's it.
Okay, when he's an adult, he can control the portals.
No, he said he
Yes,
can't.
he can.
He said he was doing the same
He-
thing.
he literally
finding
can.
the portals and then going through
Okay,
it
so
in a
what,
fucking demon.
how do
How do you
how
think
do
the
the
demon
Americans
doll came in
how
and
do
ate
the,
people?
hold on how do the Americans make a base in a specific location if it requires that the portals are
They
random?
didn't. They were just in a
Random spawn points. How do they make that location? Portals that are very specific.
Ever
As
since
an
he
adult,
got Dante's blood, yeah, he can now fucking
he's an adult
use
in
it.
the backstory.
Yeah, and the adult, he now can use it.
As an adult, he becomes the bunny.
No, as in after the bunny, now he can just portal anywhere.
You know it's only a couple years, right?
Yeah.
He has the same technology.
Yeah, it's called even a
So
couple of
he
years people
still
can
has
age.
the-
A couple of years people could look fucking really 40, but they used to look fucking 20.
No, it's only a couple years. She's part of Darkcom. He's an adult. She's an adult. It's probably like a year or two, maybe
Nah,
5.
It's way longer.
No, it's not.
Dude, have you seen that bunny's fucking face? That dude's
It's
hair
it's
is
not, dude.
down.
He's had long hair the entire time.
He was a teenager and fucking at least
was
in
not-
his
he
20s.
was not a teenager.
That hair is down. That's probably like 10.
No, it's not.
How do you know?
To get that long of hair, it only takes me like a year or 2.
Cool, but this is that guy's. This is an anime that could fucking say, oh, it's 10 years and
Okay.
it look different. How do we know?
In the Devil May Cry anime, lady is 28.
Made sense.
Yeah.
I had that training.
Now, how old is the bunny rabbit? Okay, it doesn't have a specific, but we assume they're the same age.
I do because it's the. It's
Meaning
the
it's only been a couple years.
No, the 6th episode just. I would say because they're next to each other.
5 is being nice.
My taxes just bought a laptop. Diddlers are door dashing with our tax dollars. In the end of the show, a portal opens up bridging the human and demon worlds. What does the American government do? We start
That's
nuking
fucking
the
funny.
shit out of it. There's missiles. We got drone strikes. There's horrific imagery. And to be honest, I wasn't bothered by the act of terror. I found it quite empowering. Only America could hear.
He even liked the
interdimensional
bombing of
travel to
demons.
hell and
That's
think,
pretty funny.
It was
"Here's
funny.
something we can drill down
Objectively,
there.
it
We
was
have to go
funny.
down there."
No, in reality, it's
But
funny.
it's that's Doom shit, not Devil May Cry shit. That's my argument for
No,
that.
in reality, yeah, everybody's shooting missiles in
In
into a
reality,
portal.
we wouldn't want to
No.
open up portals. We'd be
No.
like, close those fucking portals.
No, we probably open it and shoot things at it and it closes.
No, we'd say,
Conquering
do not
is
let
what they do.
fucking hell be opened. Nobody would want that.
If you say normal people, then
Normal people would say, open up hell. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't even
what?
want those resources.
they don't get a voice ever.
Humans being mean to demons doesn't actually make me self-reflect. You're supposed to do that. I don't give a fuck. I've seen the maybe humans were the real monsters trope enough times.
See,
to throw
that
up,
guy's stupid
and
for
they didn't
this.
even try to make it work here. For example, lady
They
has hated
did.
demons her
I
entire
cried when I
life.
saw
It's
that
not fair to
fucking-
say
those
that she's been
children
living
fucking
to
die,
kill
those
them.
demons.
She's not alone either. You find out that the entire demon corps has irrational hatred for the species. But one day, Lady is saved by a family of demons housed at risk to their own lives. Lady is,
Please just go and leave us.
of course, still being a
A
bitch.
bitch.
but
Thank
she
you.
asks about what they're doing here on Earth.
That's
and
what
they
you're
reveal
supposed
that
to
what
do.
humans call
Dude, can you imagine if in Berserk
She was still a
he
bitch.
just met good demons and then fucking called them by their normal name?
Honestly, would love
Guts.
that. It'd be pretty cool. But there's no good demons in that fucking show. That's a problem. Awesome. When you make a universe and then you literally consider, hey, there's gonna be good side, bad
Yes,
side.
there's a good demon.
Guess what?
There is a good demon.
No, there is.
There's a good demon, yes.
In Berserk?
Sort of, yes.
What do you mean, sort of?
Yeah, sort of. As in, she's a little kid.
Why is it always a chick that's the good ones? Dante doesn't. Okay.
She's sort of evil, but not quite. And she's not the same thing as the rest of those demons.
But she still gets killed by Berserk, does she?
And then you got the same thing as there is a good demon because you got the human. That's the first guy you see that he kills, the slug guy, who is just a guy
you mean that big fat guy?
who got home from killing a bunch of hedonistic human beings. He came back home and his wife is deep dicking a goat with a snake dick. So he kills the entire fucking.
What does that got to do with the good demon guy?
So then he fights Guts, and his daughter doesn't know that he's a demon, and then his daughter figures out that he's a demon, and he says, "I can't do it. I can't join you guys. I can't hang with the big boys. I can't hang with."
Okay, she can't hang with the big boys.
So he chooses to die. He's still a demon.
She chose to die.
He's a human. No, he did.
Oh.
He knew he was going to die.
See, look at that. Good demon in there. And
they were good demons.
Was that
but
a good plot?
Guts isn't going to sit there and cry for his ass.
I would.
Guts isn't.
Oh, not the guy. No, I'm talking about like
the main
No,
character.
I'm talking about this.
Isn't.
I'm talking about Dante. I cried when those kids died. They showed those kids perfectly. I cried. Real life demons. You kill. Do not hesitate. You murder. These are cartoons. They think. They do exactly.
That's the hypothetical. It's if demons were real, would you do this?
No, because this is not. You're not supposed to do that. This
That
is
what you would do. That's
like,
what the
It's
humanitarian.
like me hating Grim for being a Grim Reaper. I fucking love that dude. And he's a fucking murderer.
Demon hunters.
Talk about this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've done too. Makayan.
You can hear me.
Okay? I just want to note that she has decided demon is a slur to these people and stopped using it on the same day.
See, that guy's a pussy on that part.
That's
normal.
what you did.
That's literally normal.
That's not normal.
Yeah,
You just say demon.
I want to call those bitch demons. I'll call the fucking dogs demons. Those little things that chase you and they're fucking.
You would just call them
those
demons.
are demons.
You just called them demons. They don't know what a Makayan is. She's talking to everybody.
No, she's only talking to them. She only
How did they
puts
put
it
their
up
guns down?
on her phone.
I know, how did they put their guns down?
When she
She's
connects
just
it
talking
to her
them.
shit. Once she puts her arm up and says, "Alright, time to connect it to everybody," so everybody, including demons, can hear me.
And it says
she literally
Makayan.
says, yeah, first she talks to demons.
Yeah, and then says Makayan to the humans.
Yeah, and that's stupid because they don't know what the
Because
fuck
they don't know
that
what the
is.
fuck that is.
That is stupid. However, that's realism. People would fucking say that. No one would understand what the fuck she's saying. That's just called wording wrong. People could do that. Now,
No,
she's
that's-
smart.
It's a deliberate part of the dialogue.
Yeah, and so sometimes dialogue can be bad. That part was bad. That was
That
literally
was the
one part.
point of the.
But fucking, that is stupid. I'll give you that.
Lady, who has been aggressively racist her entire life, is not going to arbitrarily decide demon is a slur and stop using it half an hour after meeting
This has
the
nothing
good
to do
ones.
with race shit at
Let's
all.
continue with this.
It literally
My
does. It's
team is
refugees.
gonna come in and take you all somewhere safe.
See?
You said there's no good arguments, and I'm like, this is
There's
a
not.
normal person's review.
This guy's review is still the same as fucking anybody else, just
Devil
nicer.
May Cry is a franchise I have a long history with. I have this core memory.
So far, the same thing is what I'm saying. It's
Word.
still right.
The reason is that the demons here aren't fighters. They're
See?
refugees.
And the entire demon murder force.
Oh no, never mind. She said it perfectly.
Yeah,
She
the
said
entire
it. Hey,
demon
they're not
murdering.
Makayan. She said it perfectly. She said exactly what a normal person would say. Hey, humans, I'm just talking to you only. These are not fighting demons. She didn't even say Makayans.
Yes, and then all of the demon
So the all
killing.
Makayans, she was talking to only demons.
All the demon killing military literally
So
say,
it
well,
makes
it's
sense.
okay. Well, I gotcha.
You have to.
I mean, they don't have papers or anything, but we're good.
They don't. Have you never had a general before?
What were their orders when they came in?
Kill everything.
Kill everything.
Now
that was
guess
their
what?
orders.
Blah,
Who ordered them to do that?
Not the president.
Yes, they did. They were
Yeah.
ordered by him to do that.
Oh yeah, they were.
She's the one that changed the plan.
Yeah, she can change it. She can.
No, she can't.
Yeah, you
You can't
can.
just change your general's plans. No, can't do that.
Yeah, you can. Unless
you
you
can't.
talk to your general, which she's not.
The only way for you to do that is if you can't do
And
what
now
you
this
need
is
to
the
do.
fucked up part. She accepted at the end.
Come with us, guys. You've had it hard, huh? One guy gets a call from his boss.
Why would you bring demons back to headquarters?
That's the reality. See,
Because
people
they're
hate this shit
refugees, sir.
because that's real. That was real black person going. The fuck are you doing? Kill these bitches.
Yeah, that's the person being normal, disobeying direct orders, and
You could love something stupid.
duh.
Me, I'm a lovable dumbass.
But you're saying it's not stupid.
No, this is normal. This is like real life normal bullshit. This is normal. Hey, This guy is ordering you
keep
not
going.
to kill these
Demons
fucking.
back to headquarters, and the
See?
idea of
The guy was thinking.
refugees from hell did not immediately strike you as contradictory.
Exactly.
That is a really good point. So they go from
Yeah,
defying
it's
orders
a good point.
because of one speech from Lady to doubling back
But then
and
look at that
slaughtering
kid,
children because
though.
of one sentence from HQ. I don't
Aw,
buy this
dude.
character shift at all. You
Hurts
might be
my
thinking,
soul.
"Oh, no, being saved by the people you hate could probably change anyone." I kind of agree, but Lady gets an
Now, for me personally, I would have taken it then. Please tell me all your universe. Please tell me all these other things, so that way we can.
Yeah, you
all
would have
live.
thought they did that, but they didn't do that in the show.
Well, that's because we haven't seen season 2, but I guarantee that you're right. They probably didn't.
Lady gets an entire episode to herself and one other character.
That
In
was
that episode,
awesome.
we see that Lady has actually met these refugees and exploded their body parts with the homies. Whatever, it's not like they tried speaking to each other. Oh wait, a human actually brought some refugees over. He can talk to her and the demons are actively surrendering. No,
They had no
the
time.
monster starts eating
See?
them.
Okay, so you don't minimize it by
No.
saying it's cartoon, therefore they're just allowed to do retarded
I call
shit.
cartoons animes. They're really all
Where
just...
even if it was live action, it would still be just as retarded.
No, actually it would not, because it'd be the same fucking thing. Hey,
Yeah,
sorry
just as
guys,
retarded.
are you gonna be the same as Dwayne Johnson? Are you gonna have an opinion? No, because he hangs out with Anakin, he can order anybody he wants. In reality, he gets no orders. He follows whatever the fucking other guy says. Because
And then he doesn't.
No, he does.
He lived.
No, he very much didn't listen.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
sorry.
didn't listen.
He listened a lot. It's Fives and someone else who didn't listen, and they got treason and almost got murdered.
So there were other side
Until
characters
Rick
that are allowed
said
to.
he literally was about to pull his gun, and then he said you can convince him not to kill us. And then at the literally last second, they're about to pull
You're
their
just giving
guns.
examples
All
of
right.
side characters that are allowed to have their own mind. Yes.
They didn't have their own minds. Those bitches died.
Called drama.
Every
Yeah,
single
they
one
had their
died.
own minds. They died, but
No,
they
I'm talking
still
about
had
no.
their own minds.
I'm talking about they died in the series. Everybody dies. So many good soldiers died.
Yes. So if a side character says no, I'm not.
But they're
gonna
not
do
mains
this,"
like that.
If they get
Those are
murdered,
not-
they
those-
still say no.
Guess what? Those were main side guys. As in, they literally had their own episodes.
Refugees! Oh, type shit. There's no
guy's
consistency
opinion on this
within
part
arc.
sucks.
This is where I think the games actually matter. And again, I don't want to be one of those chuds that's like,
They've changed the source material. This is bad. Boobs in video games.
Love that
Boobs
guy.
in video games are important. AAA gaming is making us gay.
You have to listen to how he describes demons and tell me this isn't accurate to the game.
Let's see.
that the show doesn't just miss the point of the games, they haven't made it past the fucking title. Devil May Cry. Canonically, demons are selfish creatures that worship power above all. Whereas humans lose a fight, normally it goes, oh, okay, this race of person is ruined to me forever. Demons lose a fight and go, he is stronger than me. I will become nunchucks for him.
I'll be his motorcycle, and I, his DualShock 3 controller with rumble capabilities.
Their nature
Good
is
joke.
completely dissimilar to humans, to the point that it's rare to find one that doesn't look down on people, one that can feel love or express sadness, but not impossible. And somewhere out there, even a devil may cry. It's about accepting that it's not your birth which determines who you are. You can be a demon with the heart of a human and a human with the heart of a demon. It's actions that determine what
Can't
you
wait
are.
for him to come
the
in.
Anime is more like, oh no, you're a good demon because you were born with the correct ethnicity. See, this is a bad demon. This is a good demon. It's easy. Here's Limp
Oh,
Bizkit.
no. There's also...
Yes, you gave an example. You literally said there's a difference between the
Austin,
demons.
this one's getting ordered. He's literally, there's a king, there's queens, literally in the back, ordering that demon.
By Mundus, the bad demon.
Yeah, and guess what? Those demons
The
eat other
objectively
demons.
bad demon.
They eat other demons.
This is a bad demon.
That's literally
This is a
all.
good demon. It's easy. Here's Limp Bizkit.
Rolling,
Seems to misunderstand why people would be excited about a show like this. We're seeing on the box art an explosion and
Fucking ad, dude.
But now the guy
a
hates
show like
yeah,
this.
demons.
We're
and
seeing
good
on the
demons.
box art
It's
an
stupid.
explosion and a skull and guns and demons and Dante. Great. That's what I want to see. We can do the political shit. We can reinvent characters, but that should not be at the forefront. And if it is, I want it to be very well written. The result is a show that doesn't appeal.
It is well written.
It's not very well written.
It is. The bunny's well written.
The bunny is fucking retarded.
Yeah, see, there's the problem with that. Yeah, he's pretty.
He
good.
doesn't even talk about the bunny.
The forefront, and if it is, I want it to be very well written. The result is a show that doesn't appeal to fans or normies. I have put so many casuals onto Adi Shankar's Shankar.
No, that guy literally is terrible.
Castlevania. I don't give a fuck
And
about
he
the-
made that.
I can't believe he
And
made
that's fucking goated.
Alright, I gotta say on that, his first season of Castlevania is so fucking good.
Second season of the second season, the second show is actually good too.
Oh, he's
And you
right.
wanted, hold on, you want to know something that even connects to
great.
this? Hold on, you want to know something that even connects to this that pissed me off?
What?
You're saying that you like the humanized demons?
Yeah.
Guess what happened in the first season of Nocturne, the one with the other guy that's not him? They
I
have
never watched it.
in this show they
You
have
said it
the,
was terrible, so I never watched it.
yeah, in this show they have the night fury, the night creatures. The night creatures are literally hellspawn that infect human bodies based off the I forgot what they called them, the forge people. They take like demons.
I understand what
they
you
take
mean.
demon souls and then put them into dead bodies,
Yeah.
and then they become demons. Evil motherfucking demons.
Yeah, are they just like controlled by people or?
And they're specifically controlled by the human guy. But in the second show Nocturne, they make those demons that are made to not have human emotions have human emotions. And I'm like, ew.
Well, did it ever have a human emotion?
I do not need to tell you what night creatures are, Forge Master.
You can call me Isaac.
Night creatures kill, destroy,
And they changed the lore.
despoil. It is
You know they have evolution, right?
pressure.
Or at least that's
Yeah,
what the white
no,
guy says.
the evolution-
The vampire says they have evolutions of each demon.
No, yeah, the evolution didn't happen. It just his soul overtook the night creatures.
Well, it's just called bad writing then.
Yeah, you took lore that you had in season 1 and then made season 2. Hey, yo, we're gonna
We
make
don't
the
have a
night
season
creatures
2 of
good
Dante
now.
yet. We still have one.
Not Dante. I'm talking about this. This is dehumanizing the night creatures that are specifically evil.
Yeah, and he's just using it for good, I think.
And it literally says in a show, yeah, we're evil.
Also,
Night
if they
creatures.
acted exactly like the children he was holding in that show, I would have said.
They do. He becomes nice.
Holy fuck.
They become good.
Please do what you gotta do. I like them.
They
having
actually
babies and
fight the urges in Nocturne of their master.
shit.
And I'm
I
like,
don't
that's
remember
not how that works.
I don't remember Nocturne.
Nocturne's the one with the new one.
I don't never watched it.
I know you never watched it. I'm describing it to you. And that is what happens.
I don't give a fuck about those games. It's like old and stuff. But the show explores very real emotions. The characters don't look like Play-Doh creations when they fight. The dialogue is believable, and because the show is polished, it stands on its own 2 feet. It doesn't even need to be associated with the game. You could see a TikTok edit and think, damn, I want to watch that. What the fuck would an edit for Devil May Cry even look like? The first 2 episodes where they don't use CGI for their fights? The entire point of animating a fucking video game into anime is to watch these fights and characters be interpreted via 2D animation. I've already fucking seen them in 3D. It looked like shit and somehow still better. Like it was like 2003. I take no pleasure
They're not
in
better.
pooping on this
Guys-
adaptation. I really wanted it to work. And for what
This
it's worth, I
guy's
did
stupid
have
for that
fun.
part.
It's still a very original
I
show.
agree
think
with
you
this,
can
like
sit
most
down and
parts,
see a
yeah.
couple things you've never seen
But
in
no,
anime before and
that's
go,
stupid. This
"That
was-
cool.
that's
I
fucking
forgot literally
amazing."
everything about this anime already. That's disappointing to me. So I want to let you guys go. But first, I wrote a little poem. I don't like demons, Scam I am.
I don't like them in a house. I don't like them with a spouse.
I hate demons so damn bad, I wouldn't one in a blouse.
I
Lady
would.
calls them refugees. The entire U.S. Army says, sounds good to me.
All right, bitch. Let them stay at your crib.
We'll wait and see. And if you're a demon watching this broadcast, why don't you lean forward and kiss this brown ass? I don't like demons. Scam I am.
Yeah, you don't use real life.
That was
against
the
that
most
shit.
normal review of the
No,
show I could
it's-
possibly give you.
And what I said in the beginning, I'm gonna say it again. That was awful.